All right, so number 1 and 2 go over dividing fractions. So if you take a look at this problem, it says Muna has a piece of string that is 4 2/3 yards long. So that's how much she's starting with. I'm going to highlight that. If she cuts it into pieces that are each 2/3 of a yard long, so she's cutting it up into pieces that are 2/3 of a yard long, how many pieces of string will she have? So my division problem is 4 2/3 yards. That's how much she started with. She's dividing it or splitting it or cutting it up into 2/3 pieces. So 4 2/3 divided by 2/3 would be my division problem. First things first, we have to get rid of that mixed number and make it an improper. Remember our cartwheel method. So we multiply, we add, cartwheel around. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Keep your denominator the same. Bring down the rest of the problem because 2/3 is already a good fraction. We can use, what's great about this problem is we already have common denominators. So I can just take my two numerators, 14 and 2, and make them into my answer. Remember, first numerator goes on top, second numerator goes on the bottom. So 14 over 2. And when we simplify that, 14 divided by 2 is 7, or you can think of it, 2 goes into 14 7 whole times. So how many pieces of string will she have? She will have 7. All right, next one, number 2 was 3/4 divided by 5/6. First thing you need to do is make sure you have common denominators here, which we do not. So between 4 and 6, my common denominator would be 12. If you don't know that off the top of your head, remember you can list out your multiples. So multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12. Multiples of 6 would be 6, 12, and your least common multiple right there will give you your best common denominator. So in order to get to 12 from 4, we multiply by 3. Whatever you do on the bottom, do on the top as well. 3 times 3 gets me 9. Second fraction, we still are trying to get 12 on the bottom. So if you do 6 times 2, that'll get us 12. Whatever you do on the bottom, have to do on the top as well. From here, we have our common denominators. We are ready to just take our two numerators, make them our answer. 9/10 cannot be simplified, so that is our final answer.